Here we are, waking up. We are in the Western Forest Products Cape Scott camping site. It's pretty rugged. This one's actually a pretty nice site. Other ones are really funny. They're broken tables and all mud and stuff. Hilarious. But we're getting all our camping stuff packed, hanging out with the bugs for a little bit, having a coffee, and then we're gonna head out on the trail. We saw some girls yesterday, like I said, who had said there's tons of bears and they didn't make it to the end, yada yada yada. So it's gonna be an interesting one today, that's for sure. We can take it outside, use a bit of sunlight, see a little wildlife. We can take it outside. The world is our playground. We can play around with a childlike wonder, and it's okay. Back at it again. Not a very long break for us, but we love putting ourselves through a bit of pain. Cape Scott Provincial Park, we're at the Trailhead. We are just doing the, today I think it's 17 kilometers, Laura? Roughly 17K, maybe a bit more, because we'll check out another beach. There you go. That is our permit cinched and ready to go. The time is 9:46. The first part's super chill, just for 600 meters, and then we get into the swamps for 15K, 16K. Oh yeah. All right, here we are at the fork in the road. San Joe, that way, 1.7. Eric Lake, Nissenbright, Nelsbright, 16.4K. That's where we're going. Right on. We are in wolf country. That's what the sign says. So yeah, apparently there's a lot of wolves on this trail. Don't run, act big, make noise. If attacked, fight back. All right, ready for wolves. There's only 64 meters of elevation gain total. I think 64 on this trail. There's something really low going upstairs right now. Maybe this is all it's gonna be. Puddle 1, puddle 2. We're less than 1 km in, and we're pretty soaked. Not over the ankles, but pretty good. Laura's going.
Look at that.
Yeah, that's so deep. Yeah, that's going up your leg. Laura's gone in already. I think we're just gonna straight shoot, not even worth mud dodging. Here we are at Eric Lake. It's about 2 kilometers in. It's already been super muddy so far. My feet are already wet within 2 kilometers, which is hilarious. So I'm sure it's gonna be a heck of a lot of mud scrambling this whole time. Lake's pretty nice, pretty marshy. Yeah, I don't know if I'd fill up my water in here right off the bat. It's kind of achy. So look for rivers. I'm loving these footbridges. So nice. So here is the Eric Lake campground. It's pretty, I don't know what the appeal would be of staying here per se. I guess if you needed a break. Now here's the campsite, pretty big pads. I'm sure this isn't the busiest of sites, but maybe if something happened you had to turn back, it'd be an option. We're at kilometer 7. Nothing too crazy so far, other than the amount of people we've seen. On the Juan de Fuca we passed, like, must have been on our time there was like 3 or 4 groups for like the entire trail. The first day I don't even think we saw anyone. We've passed, I believe, 4 or 5 groups now. 4 groups now, including a parks guy. So apparently there's a fair bit more. It is a Monday, so a lot of people who are doing a longer weekend hike are coming out. And this is the connection to the North Coast Trail as well. But it's always fun chatting with people, but definitely seeming like it's gonna be a tad busier. 8 kilometer mark, ran into 2 more groups. We're doing the North Coast Trail, so it's a lot of people coming back from the North Coast Trail on this one. We talked to a group who said near the lighthouse. They talked to the lighthouse keeper, and there's a big bear. There's a 4 bears in the area, 2 cubs that play outside the lighthouse, a big mama, and then 1 700-pound bear with 1 ear. So that's pretty cool. Maybe we'll get to see the big old 1-eared bear. Lots of swamp walking, but the sun's out. Can't complain. Laura's still swamp dodging.
Slightly. I only can do so much.
We've got a dead dry path through a bunch of these trees. Now we're out of like the rainforest now, and it's kind of slimming down a little bit, making walking super easy. So far, this has been pretty mellow for us, I'd say. Having a good time. Our plan through the mud. Don't really want to go straight through. Oh, Laura's dodging through the bush. Swimming pool or trail?
Oh God.
I don't know, it does sink down. Take a big step in the middle. Here we are at the Fishermans River. It says it's a point of interest, so I believe there's a campsite somewhere around here as well. So let's go check it out. This is kilometer 9.3, I believe. Looks like a nice river. I don't see any fish, but maybe the salmon swim up in October and load the thing. Cool. Good water source too. So twice over the course of time, 1896 to 1907, the Danish people tried to settle in Fishermans Bay here and farm, and because of Canada worrying about a little Denmark, they ended up kind of getting pushed out and losing their land leases. You can see some of the old farming tools here lying on the ground, old saw there, pitchfork, shovel, wheel, some other stuff. But yeah, both times they just walked out with whatever they could carry on their backs out of the Cape Scott area and never settled. We'll see Fisherman's Bay pretty soon here. We can see where they were fishing and logging and whatnot. We are on kilometer 11. We're chugging along. Sun's out, Laura's gun's out. The feet are both soaked through with mud. Definitely a solid trail if you got like a, you know, less lightweight and a hunkier pair of boots that can keep the water out. You might be a little more comfortable, but I don't mind walking with wet feet and wool socks. Not a big deal. Kind of cool. These little marshy boardwalks. Pretty sweet. Definitely looks like this used to be like an old wagon road or something at some point in time. Because these trees were definitely chopped down. Or trees in the area were chopped down. Poor Laura just had a little fall. Her hat got a little bit muddy. Well, so my Juan de Fuca count was 4 falls, and she was, I think, 0. And now she's at 1 fall, and I'm at 0. But yeah, she bashed her. Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
Can you get out of there?
Yeah. Oh my, I almost lost a shoe.
Really?
No. Yeah,
The last like 3 or 4 kilometers has just been a long straight bomb through the forest. Old little wagon road, just bombing right through the forest, pretty flat. Chugging along, in the marsh, out of the marsh, in the marsh, out of the marsh. Looks like some more old stuff from the settlers. Some sort of old pottery or something lying about. Old broken glass and yeah, interesting tin stuff. So we started down here at the trailhead. We whipped past Eric Lake, past St. Mary's Creek, the campsite here, and now we are at the Cape Scott Settlement. We're not going to go to Nissenbright. We decided just to go straight over to Nelsbite, just because if we ever do North Coast Trail, it's great when everything's new. About 4 kilometers or so left, and lots of bridges still. The terrain just kind of is the same over and over and over again. You just keep walking this path straight out, bit of mud, bit of bridge, bit of mud, and it's really gone unchanged for quite a while now. Looks like some old pots and a plow, and I don't even know what that is, some sort of chimney and other stuff. So the Cape Scott settlers, the second time they first settled at Fisherman's Bay, and the second time they settled was out here near Hansen Lagoon. And all that's left, they showed a cool picture kind of just of, they had this big community hall, and then all that's left now of the community hall are just kind of wood planks rotting on a mound here. But it used to be like school. There was 25 to 30 students that attended the school, 25 students from all nationalities that attended the school, and there's, you know, over 200 people living there. They had fairs and parties and stuff, and built a really strong community, as one would if you're living so isolated out here like this. So it looks like right here might be a better view of the old mound they're talking about. Maybe Maybe not. There's probably loads of buildings. So you can see here the old crumpled wood pile. Looks like a tree probably fell in it over the years. There's some wiring or something, and there's lots of just little planks lying around at the old community hall. And I think this is the road that led them to the lagoon, potentially, or it might be a little further. We heard from people earlier in the morning that a thick wave of fog rolled in the morning, and it looks right now like it didn't lift. We were hoping that it would lift or pass, but by the looks of it, we're coming out to like what looks like a meadow or a farmland, which is really cool. But across, as we're getting closer to the water here, we can looks almost like just a dense, completely dense fog covering. Oh my gosh. So in these meadows, what I'm walking on right now was a dike that was built by the Danish people who were settled here, and this was like the farmland. As you can see, just wide open, super random, all the farmland, and they built this dike here, you know, for water access. You can see it just looks like not too much right now. It connects to the Hansen Lagoon, and they dug it out all the way. The Hansen Lagoon's right where that fog's starting, right at the end. We'll walk around to it on the other side, and you can kind of see in the grass here, there's some tools still in there, some farm tools, old wagon remnants, stuff like that. It's super neat. Like, we've been walking in marsh for so long, and it just opens right up to a massive sun exposed meadow and farmland. The settlers were crazy farming here because, as you can see, the weather's so wildly unpredictable. Like, we're heading straight, we were in complete sunshine in Cape Scott, and it looks like we are heading into complete fog out in at Nell's Bright. So maybe we're in for some rain or some fog tonight. But this meadow, super cool. The Danish people, they built the dike, was 1903. That's a massive project. We can see it stretching for a couple kilometers down to the lagoon. We're having a quick snack and enjoying it because that fog looks so flippin' dense. You know, we might not even see clear skies again until we exit in 2 nights' time. So fingers crossed if some wind comes in and chucks it out of here, but we'll see. Apples are one of my favorite fruits, and when you're out in the outdoors, you got to leave no trace. So carrying an apple core around for 3 days sucks. So weirdly enough, I got into the habit of eating the entire apple long before I started hiking. But what I do, I eat the entire core. Tastes pretty good. All you have left is a stem, so barely anything to carry out with you. And if I can, I get the seeds and I spit them out. So I try and pull out the seeds, spit them out. You know, I know the apple seeds actually have cyanide.
Feel that fog.
You can feel the fog. It feels like rain. It's coming in hot. That's good though if it moves this way. Apple seeds have cyanide in them. Yeah, so if you eat something like 16 apples, you'll die. So I probably won't eat 16 apples in a day today because we only have 4 in our backpack. But be careful if you're eating seeds. An old roof here, roof shingles nearby the meadow. So here's a better view of the meadow and the fog rolling in. Dikes going over this little irrigation creek that they dug out. So cool. So we met some more friends and they told us we had to go to the best spot to camp is Guise Bay here. So right now we're here at the Cape Scott Settlement. We thought we were camping at 16.8, but now we're gonna push and go to 20.7. So we're gonna push to there because they said it's much better and we trust them. It's not their first rodeo. So that's what we're doing. Longer day.
We have 5 more kilometers.
5 more K. Just breathe, breathe, breathe.